They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right there on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Buddy.
All right. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, I'm Gerald Celente. I'm founder and director of the Trends Research Institute and publisher of the Trends Journal magazine. I'm the author of best-selling books, including Trends 2000, Trend Tracking, which is far better than Megatrends, Time magazine, and another book called What Zizi, Z-I-Z-I, Gave Honey Boy.
What Zizi gave Honey Boy.
And Zizi is the Neapolitan dialect for auntie. And there used to be a TV show, Everyone Loves Raymond. The woman, Doris Roberts, who played the mother, her last starring role was playing my Aunt Zizi in the movie called Zizi, Z-I-Z-I, and Honey Boy. And a fellow by the name of Andrew Koss played me. The movie's on, you could get it on Amazon. It's 15 minutes long. She died, Doris Roberts, into the movie. But in that movie, the trailer, if you put the trailer up, I'm on the phone with a producer of a TV station. That's the scene. And I'm telling them, this is in October of 2001. Yeah, you tell them that we're going to lose the Afghan war. I got blackballed from all the media.
For saying that, or?
Oh, yeah. How dare you say that? What the hell's the matter with you? You're either with us or with the terrorists. You forgot? George W. Bush, a little daddy's boy, a little prick, born on third base and thought he had a home run. We're going to get that guy Osama bin Laden dead or alive. Destroy the entire nation. Cost us, what, a couple of $1 trillion? Killed back scores that made 30, 40, 50, 100,000 people. 20 years, all American soldiers dead.
So these are things that you predicted in
Yeah. Again, I got blackballed after that when I forecast we'd lose the Iraq War. Mission accomplished.
Are there times...
So you're anti-American if you say anything when there's a war going on.
If you don't follow the narrative.
If you don't follow it.
Yeah.
There was a guy named Phil Donahue. They took him off MSNBC for bringing people on that talked against going into Iraq.
Has there ever been a time where the establishment has enjoyed what you've had to say? Or?
Yeah, they were more open. They were more open. I mean, there's a thing called the Vietnam War. How did it end? You know, you saw all these caskets coming over all this. Yo, you're not going to take pictures of those caskets anymore. You're not allowed to.
Because it disturbed people, right?
No, yeah. Bullshit. Because
so they don't want you to say anything.
They don't want to see it. And they're just sold out. If you look up Wikipedia, put the word in prostitutes. It's my word. They're media whores. They get paid to put out by their corporate pimps and their government whoremasters in a country near you. It's not only here. I've been on everybody.
So Trends is a research journal that forecasts events to come.
Yeah. Anyway, The Iran war starts breaking out. This is how I became a trend forecaster. And I've been following how the United States, the CIA, and the MI6 of the UK overthrew the democratically elected government of Mossadegh in 1953 and brought in the Shah. Because Mossadegh had the nerve to nationalize the oil, saying, no, it didn't belong to Anglo-Iranian oil, better known today as BP, or Standard Oil, better known today as ExxonMobil. It belongs to us. No, it doesn't. It belongs to us. They overthrew Mossadegh, brought in the Savak, the secret police, made the SS look good. So I read about this for years. So when the revolution started to happen in Iran, I knew it was real. I'm seeing millions of people taking the streets. And they're telling Americans, get the hell out of here. We don't want you here. Close up your embassy and leave. No, you're not going to tell us to leave. We're Americans. We'll do what we want. No, get out of here. No, we're not. Jimmy Carter went, and him and Roswell and his wife spent New Year's Eve with the Shah and his wife. Came back, and they used to be in those days, the president would come back and get out of the helicopter, he'd salute, you know. He goes up to the microphones and he says that the Shah is the island of stability in the Middle East. In the Bronx, we used to have a saying, bullshit has its own sound. As this thing's going down. So while everybody was learning to hate the Iranians, I said, what will the implications be? And I realized gold and oil prices would go up. And I didn't know what I was doing. I started playing the futures markets, betting on gold and oil prices going up. And I turned a $5,000 bet into almost $750,000.
Wow.
I quit my job because I started growing up and realizing what I was doing was terrible. I was only interested in making money and billion. As a young guy. But anyway, I became a recluse for 4 years. I stopped going out because I was learning about what was going on in the world, looking at the current events and seeing how they were playing out the future trends. And I started to freak out. So that's how I began it. And then I made a name for myself when I sent out a press release. You sent out press releases in those days. Mailed out about 2,000 of them, put them in envelopes. And I'd forecast 1987, the year the markets will crash. And the Wall Street Journal picked it up when the 87 crash happened. And that was the beginning.
In the chaos that is the world now, what do you suggest other people should be focusing on?
Get in the best shape you can, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Simple story. Look, 78% of the people that have been hospitalized for COVID, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, are either obese or type 2 diabetics. 42% of Americans are obese. 70% are overweight. 94% of the people that have died of COVID had 2.6 pre-existing comorbidities. And then, you worried about COVID killing you? Oh, you like all those pesticides in your food? No, I know. You look like the kind of guy that I like those preservatives. They're terrific. The artificial flavors, artificial colors, great. Oh, all the chemicals they pump into the water, into the air, into the earth, they're fine for you. They're fine.
Do you think there's a conflict of interest between the corporations that produce chemicals and or pharmaceutical chemicals owning food companies?
What conflict of interest? Again, I've been there. It's not a government. It's a crime syndicate. What's your favorite war? Oh, the guy Colin Powell died? Holding up that bullshit colon of crap that he had to the UN? This is proof? A little fucking vial of colon shit. And I call this guy out from the beginning. Oh, a hero. What fucking hero? He should rot in hell for the people he lied us into war. Along with Cheney and Rumsfeld and Wolfowitz and Bush and Condoleezza Rice and the New York Times saying that, oh yeah, we got the aluminum tubes that he's bringing in from Nigeria. Yeah. And then they steal our money. After the banksters screw the people out of the phony market, the real estate market with subprime mortgages, $29 trillion the Federal Reserve dumped into the banks since 2007 and 2010. They're too big to fail. You're just a piece of shit. Banks are too big to fail. That Jamie Dimon only made $31 million last year. Who the fuck are you? It's a crime syndicate. The military-industrial complex. Ask Dwight D. Eisenhower. 5-star general, Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces in World War II.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists.
And what comes after him? Kennedy. Boom. Jack, you're dead. Oh, there's a photograph of me and John Connolly, the guy that sat in front of him. Mm-hmm. Yes, me, him, and his wife in front of the Book This Boz story in 1992. Connolly telling me the story, what happened that day. As we're walking back into the Anatole Hotel, he said to me, I read your book, Trend Tracking. Fine piece of work. He said, I know your heart's in the right place. He said, we don't have a clue what's going on. And neither do the American people, because if they did, there'd be a revolution in this country. Not only was he the governor of Texas that took the bullet in the back, he was the Treasury Secretary as a Republican. First he was a Democrat when he got kicked, when he was shot. Treasury Secretary under Richard Nixon. That's right, the year they took us off the gold standard. It's a crime syndicate. Bankers. Oh, it was a guy, Jesus Christ, yeah. Drives the money changers out of the temple. Yeah, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase. Who else? Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley. Whew. 3 days later, the cat's on the cross. Got it? Drug dealers, morons and imbeciles call them Big Pharma. You're talking about the connection between the company. And then we have Big Tech. Big Tech. Little dicks. Little pieces of shit telling us what to do. Peach-eyed from Google, Cook, Zuckerberg, Dorsey. Little fucking pieces of shit telling us what to do. Scumbags, men, women, black, white. Oh, I love Obama. Oh, yeah, you like what he did to Libya's in great shape now. I want that guy Gaddafi out of there. Oh, yeah, the richest country in Africa, where people had more rights and benefits than most of the world. Gone. I want that guy Assad out of there. Let's destroy Syria. Oh, he used to be a great tourist place.
Oldest city in the world destroyed.
That's right. Oh, you only got 5 million refugees. Come on up to Europe. Oh, yeah, we love you up there. And Gaddafi, by the way, warned them. He said, you murder me, so you're going to have a refugee crisis like you can't stop. Because he was stopping them from going down to Tripoli. And that's what happened. Again, you know, I'm tired of this bullshit about racism and this and that. You don't elect a black president if you're a racist nation. I don't want to hear it anymore. Oh, if only a woman was in charge. Oh, yeah, like Madeleine Albright? Yeah, well, when she was UN ambassador on the murder of Clinton, and she's on Leslie Stahl, 60 Minutes. Google it up. Leslie Stahl asks her, is the sanctions that President Clinton put on Iraq worth the price of 500,000 Iraqi children under the age of 5 dead? And Madeleine Albright says,
I think this is a very hard choice, but we think the price is worth it.
Oh, but you're worried about that COVID getting you, huh? Yeah. The little dick we have now is a Secretary of State Blinken. This is a fuck that went under Obama when the Saudis started the war against Yemen, again giving them intelligence information. Now, Secretary. It's one big club and you ain't in it, George Carlin said. And that's what this is. It's a crime syndicate. It's not a government.
Do you think that pervades Worldwide.
Worldwide.
No exceptions.
Nah. None that I know.